How's it going, guys? My name is Will. This is BMW E90HQ, and this is my 2009 BMW 335i that is currently MHD Stage 1, and that's going to be changing after we're done with this video. So that there is my Wagner Performance 5-inch front mount intercooler, and that's just some random box so it's not sitting on the pavement. I did buy it used. It looks to be in very good condition. I mean, there's a little bit of stuff like you know, in the fins and stuff, mostly just from the styrofoam box that it was in. So I'm gonna try to get some of that stuff out before I put it on the car. I just cleaned out the intakes. They even had a little bit of styrofoam from the box in it, but they're fine now. I'm gonna stick a vacuum in there just one more time just to make sure before I stick it on the car, because definitely don't want styrofoam getting sucked into my engine. Anyway, so first things first is to get this car jacked up and on jack stands in the front, and then begin removing the under tray. Alright, now that the car is on jack stands, we will begin to remove this under tray here. So I just have it jacked in the front. There's 8 millimeters all over the place down here, and we're going to remove this plastic tray that isn't lighting up very well, and then we should have pretty good access to the intercooler from the bottom. Alright guys, so we are here and under the car, and that's the intercooler if you can tell. Alright, there we go. Now we've got the flash going, so you can see right there there's a C-clamp. I kind of popped that one off. That one's giving me a bit more trouble. Over here, I've already got that one off. So I gotta figure out how these clips come off. I think they look like they twist, or maybe come down. I'm not 100% sure, but probably twist, because coming down doesn't seem to make a lot of sense. And gotta try to finagle that clip off, that C-clip off. But it might be loose enough to slide the thing out now. And then we've got these T25s, one there, and one there. Nothing else holding this thing up, so let's go ahead and get these T25s out of here. Okay, so my mistake, those aren't the clips. I misread the instructions I was reading. These are the clips. So this is the unlock position, and basically that's the lock position. So let's move it back to, well, it's kind of hard to do. There it goes, with one hand. All right, now moving out these T25s. All right, so that was pretty easy. The stock one came right out. I mean, that doesn't get much more simple. And I mean, you can see there's a huge difference in size in these things. I mean, the front one, the Wagner, is like twice the size, almost twice as tall, twice as fat, same length. It's got this nice little step portion to go in front of the radiator. Alright guys, I just got it done and I turned the car on. So far, no signs of boost leaks. I did rev it up once, but since it's a cold start, I definitely am not trying to put a bunch of stress on the motor, but it appears the intercooler is in, as you may see. Alright guys, so I got the Wagner tuning front mount intercooler installed. I mean, it's black. I think the previous owner painted it black because the paint is chipping in a lot of places. You can see that's not styrofoam from the box, it's just paint chips. And on the back it's kind of bubbled a little bit. So I think that they painted it, probably themselves, maybe believing that black intercoolers dispel heat better. I don't know. Either way, the car feels good. I just took it for a drive to make sure. I had issues because I didn't have screws that came with it because I bought it used. I guess the previous owner forgot to include them or something, and the stock ones had stripped out the plastic mounting clips they go to. It feels good. It pulls better. I mean, I don't even have the Android device with me right now to do data logging, so I'm gonna get a data log, kind of try to compare before and afters as best as possible. Right now the conditions are about the same as the last data log I took, so hopefully I can get it before it gets too hot outside. But I also found my oil pan leak. It wasn't even an oil pan leak at all. Whoever changed the oil on this car last didn't tighten down the drain bolt properly. Now normally I would consider that like a super red flag, and you know, change the oil and stuff immediately. But when I had the oil filter housing gasket and all these gaskets up here done, they changed the filter and the O-rings and all that stuff in there, so I know that that's done right. I'm sure that the oil in here is just fine. It was done at a dealership. I did check my levels. I've been checking them and it did get a little low, so I just topped it off with some... Anyway guys, so it's really easy to install the intercoolers. Just like I showed you, those clips that hold it on and those 2 Torx bolts, take it out, put the new one in. It's really that simple. It just bolted straight in, clamps went in easily. There was a small little plastic piece above the intercooler on the passenger side you'll have to remove. It's on the ground here somewhere. I just threw it somewhere when I got it off. Hold on, I'm gonna cut, and when I find it, I'll show you what it looks like. Alright guys, well I'm really not sure where that little plastic piece I was just talking about went to. I just threw it kind of when I got it. I thought it landed near my toolbox, but I don't see it, but it's a plastic square. If you don't can't find it, when you start mounting the intercooler, you're gonna start hearing like plastic creaking, and because I didn't know about it because I didn't have the instructions that came with this intercooler, and I just found it on my own. But it's just like a little black square. If you just look at the driver's side, look at the passenger side, they look identical except for this one little plastic piece. And remove that plastic piece on the passenger side. I have no idea what function it serves, but it looks like it's completely useless. I have no idea why it's there. Anyway, just rip at it. It will eventually pop itself out, and just discard it because you can't use it with the new intercooler. And I highly doubt anyone is ever going to notice that piece is missing. So it's really easy. If you guys enjoyed this video, do please leave it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one where we are tuning this car Stage 1 Plus and seeing the difference over Stage 1.